Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and salam UiTM di hatiku. So today, moving on to, I will introduce you to my introduction. That our topic is UiTM student breakfast habit affect academic performance. So our introduction is this study completely included student from UiTM Kota Kinabalu Sabah. We want to identify their breakfast habit and its effect toward academic performance. So generally saying, this whole project is to create awareness among UTM students about their eating habit in the morning. So moving on to the objective. Referring to this research, our objective is to identify a relation between breakfast habit and its effect toward UATM student performance. And there is other objective that our group have to do also. So firstly, to identify type of food they will have. Secondly, to identify how much cost could it take. And thirdly, to confirm that UATM student take a breakfast. And fourth, to identify the relationship between UATM student breakfast and academic performance.
Hello to everyone. My name is Felicia Anak Luis. My matrix number is 2021-463-952, and I am here to present my contribution towards our group assignment. I will start with descriptive data methodology. We choose simple random sampling as our sample method for our group assignment. All students at UiTM Kota Kinabalu Sabah make up the population, and a list of those individuals serves as the sample frame. 51 students from UiTM Kota Kinabalu Sabah were chosen at random to make up the sample. Google Form is the tool we use to gather the data. Regardless of their program, 51 students from UiTM Kota Kinabalu Sabah were chosen at random to complete the Google Form.
As you can see, this is the description of data which is include the question, type of variable, and the scale of measurement. For question 1, what faculty are you? The type of variable is qualitative and the scale of measurement is nominal. Question 2, what semester are you? The type of variable is qualitative and the scale of measurement is ordinal. Question 3, what is your gender? The type of variable is qualitative and the scale of measurement is nominal. For question 4, what is your age? Question 5, what is your height? Question 6, what is your weight? Question 9, how much will it cost? And question 10, what is your GPA last semester? The type of variable for all that question is quantitative, but for scale measurement, question 4 is interval, question 5, question 6 and question 9 is ratio, and question 10 is interval. For question 7, do you take your breakfast? And question 8, what type of food often do you take? Is respectively qualitative for the type of variables, and for scale measurement is nominal.
This is our method of analysis. Our team used a Google Form to gather information from the 51 UiTM Kota Kinabalu Sabah students who were chosen at random for the study. We are successful in studying more about the breakfast choices made by UiTM students, the potential costs associated with each student's meal, whether or not they eat breakfast, and the relationship between breakfast and academic performance through our Google Form. All of the questions were handed to the respondents to complete.
Hello, my name is Clara Wong. My matrix number is 20212262, and now I am going to present my part in this group assignment. Firstly, I'm going to present the question 1, and as we can see in this figure, the majority of the respondents are from the Faculty of Accountancy with a percentage of 90%. Next is the Faculty of Administration with the percentage of 8%, and lastly is the Faculty of Tourism Management with a percentage of 2%.
Moving on to the next slide, semester. So, data distribution of the semester, data for the survey. So continue on our main reason, we have 51 students that has been filled out this survey, and 96.1% of them are from semester 2, and 2% of them are from semester 3, and the rest of them are semester 4.
My name is Nur Haidatul Fariza binti Hanafi. My matrix number is 2021473084. And I'm a student from accountancy. So today I will explain about my part in this group assignment STA, which is question 3 and question 9. Figure 3 show that there are more female students than male students, with 41 female students take breakfast compared to 10 male students. 18.4% of the population is female, while 19.6% is male. We can observe from the gender distribution in the statistic that women prefer breakfast more than men do.
Question 4 asks about the respondents' ages who responded to our Google form. Our data's age distribution is displayed in Figure 4. As we can see, all 51 students are between the ages of 18 and 25, and none of the respondents were between the ages of 26 and 33. The percentage of people aged 18 to 25 is 100%, while that of people aged 26 to 23 is 0%. To determine the mean and the mode, we perform the following calculation.
Now I am going to talk about question 5, that is the height of the respondents. As we can see in this slide, majority of the respondents' heights are in between 156 centimeter to 165 centimeter with a percentage of 39%. Next is the 156 centimeter to 165 centimeter, who takes the second place with a percentage of 33%. And lastly is the 166 centimeter until 175 centimeter, take up the last place with the percentage of 28%. Now this is the formula and the workings to find the mean for this question. And from the answer, we know that the average height of the respondents is 159.9118 centimeter. This is the cumulative frequency table of height, and this table is required to find the median for this question. This is the formula and the workings to find the median for this question. And from the answer, we know that 50% of the respondents' height is more than 159.75 centimeter, and 50% of the other student height is less than 159.75 centimeter. Last but not least is the mode. This is the formula and the workings to find the mode for this question. And from the answer, we know that most of the respondents' height are 158.8333 centimeter. Now let us proceed with the next question, that is question 6, about the weight of the respondents. From this figure and table, we can see that majority of the respondents' weight are in between 46 to 55 kilogram with a percentage of 39%. Next is the 36 to 45 kilogram with a percentage of 21%. In the next place is the 56 to 65 kilogram with a percentage of 20%. Next is the 66 to 75 kilogram with a percentage of 16%. And last but not least is the 76 to 85 kilogram with a percentage of 4%. This is the formula and the workings to find the mean for this question, and the average weight of the respondents is 54.6177 kilogram based on this based on the answer. Now this is the cumulative frequency table of the weight to find the median for this question. And from the answer, we know that 50% of the respondents' weight is more than 50 kg and 50% of the students' weight is less than 50 kg. Lastly, this is the formula and the workings to find the mode for this question. And from the answer, we know that most of the respondents' weight are 50.236 at kilogram. Now let's look into question 7. From this figure and the table, we know that majority of the respondents sometimes take breakfast with a percentage of 45%, and next, the respondents always take breakfast with a percentage of 33%, and next, the respondents rarely take breakfast with a percentage of 18%. And lastly, the respondents do not take breakfast, got a percentage of 4%.
What the students typically take for breakfast is the subject of question number 8. As can be seen, 22 students selected a high carbohydrate breakfast, giving it a percentage of 43.1%, while no student selected a high vitamin meal, giving it a proportion of 0%. With only 6 students, the rate is 11.8%, with getting a high protein diet with a percentage of 23.5%. 12 students selected a balanced diet, and although 6 students selected junk food with a percentage of 11.8%, there are only 5 students that skip breakfast for a rate of 9.8%.
Figure 9 shows that the majority of student breakfast costs are between RM0 and RM6, with 38 students choosing that range, compared to 9 students who selected costs between RM7 and RM12. Other than that, there is a cost of RM13 to 18 for one student, and there are 3 students did not take their breakfast. 74.5% of costs that recur RM0 until RM6 are covered by this proportion. The next number is 70.6% for price between RM7 and RM12. Additionally, 1.96% of the cost of RM13 until RM18 is spent by students, while 5.94% of students did not take their breakfast. This is the calculation that you need to do to find the mean. As you can see, this is the calculation that you need to do to find the median for the cost that student UITM takes for their breakfast. But before that, cumulative frequency and position of data need to find. After that, we can find the median. And lastly, this is the equation that you must do to find the mode for the cost question.
So moving on, CGPA last sem. These are the chart that we have been, this is the table that we have been doing. We have CGPA, number of students, percentage, midpoint, class boundary, and frequency. We have do some calculation to make this presentation more effective. So moving on to mean, mode, and median. Mean. The average CGPA last sem is 3.441, and the mode with the highest frequency is 29, and the model class is 3.51 until 4.00, and the mode of the CGPA for the 51 student is 3.6022, 2, 2, and 2, 2. And moving on to the median. Position of median class 3, 4, 15, 29. Because of this number is even, we have to add 4 and 15 and divide it by 2 to find the mid class of them. So we have been find the mid class, which is 3.01 and 3.50. So the calculation has been made, and we got the median is 3.1525, the median of CGPA for the 51 student. So we can conclude that 50% of the CGPA UATM student below 3.1525, and other 50% of them is above 3.1525. So that's it from me. Thank you.
The data distribution for average CGPA and breakfast consumption is shown in Figure 10.1. According to Figure 10.1, the student who ate breakfast outperformed the other students. According to the study findings, students who always take breakfast have CGPAs of 3.71, 3.25, 3.22, and 3.05. Students who rarely or never eat breakfast only have CGPAs of 3.05. We can therefore draw the conclusion that peop- students who eat breakfast have a higher chance of scoring well than those who don't. In conclusion, our main objective to find relationships between breakfast habits and their effects on UITM students' performance was successful. We also discovered that the majority of students select for high carbohydrate breakfast options. Aside from that, we found that most of their breakfast foods cost between 0 and 6 ringgit. Additionally, we've, we have found that the majority of students take breakfast sometimes rather than never. Not to mention, we find that students who eat breakfast have a higher CGPA than those who do not. Thank you.